question of how you make a song comes up a lot on YouTube. And as an example, I have these notes here. And so, one thing is you get a big idea, perhaps something that a lot of people experience. And once you have the big idea, the genial idea, you can sort of have it circulating in your mind when you do other stuff. But really, something that's powerful will come to you like both a lyric and a melody a lot of the time if you're in that zone. And once you have this sort of phrasing, which provides a sort of idea of a melody, an idea of a tempo, a groove, you get an environment of the song. So you're running around, you're doing all this stuff, and you're still in this song's environment. So why haven't you heard any of my songs since I know how to make songs? Well, that's a whole nother political problem because the music industry doesn't have a free-form radio system. And so what ends up happening is a lot of people who make music and art and all this stuff, there's no real way to put them on the platform unless they go through certain channels. So I don't really care. I care about creating music and developing music and coming up with interesting and cool things as well. But it does bug me that they block our ability to have our fair share, no matter what we do. So that's really unnecessary. But again, we have a system that's not legitimate right now. They're totally corrupt. This is because of the way the finance structure works, and it's basically corrupted the U.S. like all the other countries. But anyway, I don't want to go off on too far of a tangent. We have the ability to make these songs in a lot of ways. This is just one of many dozens of ways, but what I have also is a long, extensive list of lyrics and verses and things like that, maybe chorus. And I have a large document of them. Now, when I wrote them down, the melody and all that sort of came to me simultaneously a lot of the time. And so if I go to revisit it, if I didn't record it into like a voice memo, I might not actually remember the actual groove of the lyric. But I can sort of re-envision it as necessary. And the whole point of doing it like that is artists get inundated when they're thinking about this stuff with a lot of ideas. And because society is sort of harsh and you have a lot of negative experiences in the system, the way that the corrupt people are running it, you want to always put some negative sentiment because that reflects what you're going through, and so it reflects what other people may be going through. But unfortunately, it's just not a great path to making an inspiring song. It's more of a relative song. So there's a lot of great songs that are done that are relative, but the potential of popularity of these negative style songs is, it's especially in today's structured environment where you have very few people controlling what people hear. It's very low that something that's truly negative like that gets out. So that's why I have this list to sort of distill at some point the ones that I want to pick for, making a better emotional, inspiring piece as instead of just something that's like complaining. So, because I'm always trying to, I assess, oh, we have a problem, and then the other part of it is the regenerator to build it, to make it better, blah, blah, blah. And so, all the experiences of life in the context of making things that can relate to people, this is the thing of lyrics. Phrases people say can be turned into lyrics, the idioms of the world, the just slangs and all these sort of things that you just say casually. Over time, they take on this lyrical groove meaning and they can become musical. So I guess I'll leave it at that. This is hopefully a shorter video of mine. And this is the one way that I create songs in sort of my process. And it's pretty often that I do this technique where I have this idea and then I'm just sort of letting it marinate, and then it's coming out with all of these different spins on the same subject matter.